What's up, everybody? It is Thegoal60 here for Friday, June the 15th, 2018. So yesterday we had three series that were starting up that were either official or unofficial. The official play was a revenge play with the Diamondbacks, and they did come out with an outright win 6-3. The two unofficial plays were the Yankees and the Braves, and both of those did win as well. So a complete 3-0 day for yesterday, all the games that started up yesterday. Now we'll talk about all the games that are starting up today, and there's quite a few of them. Alright guys, so we have a lot of baseball to talk about today. In fact, there's 11 brand new series starting up today for the weekend, and so I probably will be going through these fairly quickly, try to get as much information to you as possible, but at the same time cover every game. So we'll just jump right in. So today we have 6 official plays, including 1 revenge play. We have 3 unofficial plays, and then we have 2 plays that I completely passed on, and I'll talk about those at the end of the video. And the reason for that is, and I'll go in more depth then, is because of what happened yesterday. And I just was way too uncomfortable even calling them an unofficial play. So let's talk about the officials. The first play we have is the revenge play, and it is the Cubs. Now the Cubs are on the road against the Cardinals. The Cubs RPI is at .524, while the Cardinals is at an even 500. So obviously we're above them in RPI, which is great. You know the parameters that we have to be at least within 15 points of them if we're below, or any amount above. So being above them is wonderful. And we look at the price, and it is -120. So it sets up for us. I believe we have John Lester today. So that's another positive. It should be a good game for us. Hopefully we can get the W and move on. The second one is the Angels. Now the Angels are on the road as well at .513, while the A's are at .504. You look at the Angels on this, and their price is at -118. So there again, that's the second official play. Next, we have the Rockies on the road against the Rangers. Now, the Rockies are at .499, while the Rangers are at .490. So you look at the Rockies, and they're -111. So these have been really good prices so far. -120, -118, -111. Not too bad at all. The next game we have is the Nationals. They are also on the road. A lot of road teams today. I just now noticed that. In fact, we have 4 on the road and 2 at home. So the Nationals at .518, while the Blue Jays are at .486. Now, you look at the Nationals, and it is a little bit higher, but it's still within our range. It's -143, so that's not too bad as well. That'll be the third RPI system game. The fourth one, and the 5th overall, is Pittsburgh, and they are at home against the Reds. Now, Pittsburgh coming into this game is at .494, and the Reds are at .467. Pittsburgh did go 2-1 against the Diamondbacks, and the Diamondbacks put up a lot of runs, but I'm hoping that Diamondbacks won for us last night. They seem to be on a roll, and but every game of that series, Pittsburgh did put up runs. It wasn't like they were getting shut out. They didn't have some good games. It was just the Diamondbacks were on and put up a lot of runs to beat them. So Pittsburgh being at .494 against the 467, you look at the price, and Pittsburgh is at -142. So you look at the -142, and you're going to take that as the next bet. And then finally, we have Philly at Milwaukee. The Phillies are at .512, while the Brewers are at .521. So you look at the Brewers, and the price is at -146. So 3 of them right there on the edge of the perimeter, and then 3 of them with really good prices. Kind of across the board, not too bad. Looks like we're going to have money lines on all 6 of those official plays. That is kind of rare with this many plays. Usually we at least have one that is a run line. But either way, we just got to win the game outright on all 6 of these plays and move forward into the weekend. So that is all the official plays. Now let's talk about the unofficial plays, and we have 3 of those. So the first one I'll talk about is a potential revenge play. The price was just way too expensive. So just like in the first revenge play, the one that did make it official, This one, the team we're looking at, is also higher than their opponent in RPI, and that is the Indians against the Twins. So the Indians are at .504, while the Twins are at .480. So then you would look at, obviously, the Indians. That's the team we wanted on the revenge. You look at them on the price, and their price is at $226. So I think that Kluber's going today. That always brings a big price for the Indians. He's been on fire, just like always. But that price is just way too expensive for us. The next two are both RPI system plays, unofficial plays. And the first one is actually with Detroit. Detroit being at .469. The White Sox being at .447. I think I have avoided Detroit long enough. I think that they've actually been playing not good baseball by any stretch, but decent enough to fit our system. So Detroit being the higher one, you would look at the price there, and they are a big underdog, or actually they're not a big underdog. They're a close underdog today, and that pushes the run line up to -181. So with the run line being that high, the money line is just not close enough. It's not a coin flip. It's just right outside, but they are an underdog. You would look at the run line, and it's just way too expensive. So the run line at -181 is just way too far out of our range. And then lastly, we have Houston at Kansas City. Now this is the top team in RPI versus the lowest team in RPI. Houston is at .550, while Kansas City is at .441. So that kind of shows you, or it does show you, exactly what the range between the top and bottom of the RPI is. So everybody's kind of close. You know, we're talking 109 points for 30 teams. That kind of shows you that every team is kind of average around, 3 points or 3.5 points or something like that away from each other. With that, you would look at Houston, and their price is -215. Houston's on a roll. They just swept Oakland, and they look to keep it going in the weekend, but they're just way too expensive for us. So that is the 3 unofficial, the 6 official. Now I'll talk about the 2 games that I completely skipped. One of them did qualify to be an official play, and that was San Francisco. And they're taking on the Dodgers. Right now, San Francisco is at .510 against the Dodgers at .504. You look at the price, you would have taken the Giants on the run line at -112, which is not a bad price at all. The problem is, yesterday, the Giants and the Marlins both played a 16-inning game. And I don't know how that's going to affect them. You don't see that very often. And there's a big difference between, playing 10 or 11 innings versus playing 16, almost 2 full games, back-to-back with no rest. So I just wanted to lay off of those series just for that reason. We have 6 official plays. I felt like we had enough that I felt comfortable, like, let's just leave this alone. The Dodgers have bit us before a couple times already with going against them, and so let's just skip that one. If you're on it, good luck. I'm not even going to count it as unofficial play. I'm just trying to, I guess not really warn you, but just telling you the reason that I'm skipping it. And then also the other side of that series, which was Miami taking on Baltimore. Now Miami's at .481, Baltimore's at .448, and in the bottom 3. So you would look at Miami there, and on the run line, they're -162. Again, that long game, 16 innings is a lot, and I just want to skip that. Obviously, that one would have made it for an unofficial play, but I just didn't want to touch either one of those teams. Now, if we were going against those teams, I would have been completely for it. But going for those teams, I just didn't want to chance it, really. So that is everything. That's all 11 series. Like I said, the 3 games we had yesterday, unofficial and official, all 3 cashed. Hopefully we can keep that momentum going today and have a good weekend. I really appreciate you guys watching my video. Of course, I will be back in the AM tomorrow, and good luck today. Thank you.
60% of the time, it works every time.